Today's show is sponsored by the ABV Barrel Shop. The ABV Barrel Shop is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri, and is the world's first single barrel only liquor store. This business is owned and operated by Steve Akeley and Jim Fosnot. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to sign up for their email and text distribution list. That way you'll know what they have in stock, what classes are coming up, and what barrel picks they have in the works. We are also sponsored by The Bar to Go. The Bar to Go offers a fully customizable carrying case that allows you to take your favorite distilled spirits or cocktail ingredients with you. Whether you're looking for yourself, a customized gift, or logo items for your business or event, The Bar to Go can help. Check them out at thebar2go.com. Use the number 2 when you type out The Bar to Go. Did you know Neely Family Distillery now ships its popular distilled spirits directly to you? To order, simply call 859-394-3258. Tell them the ABV Network sent you. And now, on to the show.
Let's drink!
Welcome to the Bourbon Daily, the podcast about everything bourbon delivered to you every day of the week. Today on the show, we asked Ryan if he would jump on the non-alcoholic whiskey trend. My name is McNew. Please join me in welcoming my co-host, Steve Akeley, along with our special guests, Kathy Cole and Ryan Thompson.
Hey gang, what's up?
Hey guys.
Hey, so yes, we're going to get to that question after the break. We're going to ask Ryan, would you make non-alcoholic distilled spirits? As apparently it's a thing. At least the media is telling us it's a thing. I don't know anybody that drinks these.
So many questions.
I've never met a single person that's like, oh yeah, I just love that stuff. But apparently like in Dallas, there's like a liquor store that only sells non-alcoholic stuff. I would hate myself if I walked in there. It's not my place. But we'll talk about this. We'll ask Ryan, who actually, owns a distillery, a person who's in the business. Would he consider that? We'll get to that after the break. For right now, was it McNew said she's got something?
I do have it.
Yeah. Okay. What do you got?
Have you guys ever saw a product that you were just mad that
product?
It existed? A product, whatever. I don't care what industry it's in, but a product that you're freaking mad that it existed. But then you think about it. Are you mad that it existed? Are you mad that you didn't think of it? Because it's so stupid and these people are making so much money.
Okay.
I have an example if you need an example.
No, I can go.
Kathy's got it.
So apparently the Shark Tank show, which I'm trying to watch.
I love Shark Tank.
You should. I love Shark Tank.
Trying to watch, but the bald guy he's so angry.
That's good though. He adds to it. Hey, here's something to watch.
I like him. I don't
like him.
He's always like, there's no crying in money. There's no writing notes in money. You just listen to what I say. So
he's an a-hole. I get that. But here's what you watch when you're watching that show. The way he patterns his deals and stuff like that. The other ones just copy off of him. There's a couple on there that'll just take what he does and then just be like, yeah, I'll give you that. But then they just sharpen their pencil and take less of a percentage. But he's the one making the deals. Cuban's an exception. He doesn't copy off of Kevin, but a lot of the other ones just do. So he is an intelligent, savvy investor, I think.
Kevin could absolutely act and be nicer. But he is a good businessman.
I think he is. Yeah.
All right. So I've been watching that, but I have a product in my home. I haven't seen that episode of Shark Tank, and it's a Scrub Daddy.
Okay. Yeah.
Lori bought that. Lori invested in that.
Yeah.
They're these weird.
Which is like one of the most biggest successes.
Look like reindeer and shit.
Yeah.
They clean the crap out of everything.
Really? Okay.
I think it's the most successful product on Shark Tank.
I think it is too.
But it's so awesome. And yet I was like, what? It's just a plastic scrubber. And then I actually get one and I'm like, whoa, this is a life-changing product.
Okay, so I wasn't asking about good products. That's a good product. I want a bad
I was thinking.
Wasn't the point though things that you didn't think would be good and then you got it and then you decided you like
things that are so stupid that why does it exist and why didn't I think of it? I mean, I
But then you did say you kind of think about it later and you're like, oh, that does make sense.
Okay.
I think
Kathy
answered correctly based on the parameters.
Okay. Maybe she did. Maybe, okay. Okay, go ahead.
Go ahead. We have no idea how to proceed. I feel we're going to get the next to it.
I think Kathy's done.
I think I'm done.
Yeah. Go ahead, Ryan.
Yeah. What road do I take, Akeley?
I know, right? It's dangerous, Ryan. Be careful.
What is that about?
Yeah.
I was going Shark Tank product as well, but it's the thing, I forget the name of it. Is it the seat stopper, it's the thing you put in between your seat and the center console in your car.
Oh, yeah.
And so you don't drop shit down underneath your seat. And apparently that's been a product that has done very well. Well, not as good as Scrub Daddy, but it still has done really well. And I really have never had a problem dropping stuff between my seat and the center console, but apparently it's a thing.
Do you not eat French fries?
Yeah, the French fries be living down there.
Do you know how many times I dropped my keys
French
down
fries
there?
be living down there.
They do.
What the fuck?
There are so many
French fries be living down there.
Fries?
What the fuck?
No, I don't have this problem, but apparently everybody else does. I don't know.
I don't know. Where did we go wrong? I mean, I just don't know.
So, that's one product that has just baffled me, but and I see it in stores out and about, and I guess it's selling and doing well, but I'm not a buyer.
Okay, you're not a buyer. Yeah, I can't. I mean, I'm sure there's a million of these things I could think of. I can't think of one now. Other than, I mean, remember the thing where you could talk over the loudspeaker out of your car? It'll be like,
Mr. Microphone.
Hey, good looking. Be back to pick you up later.
Hey, good looking. Be back to pick you up later. I think
So
Steve and I are the only people on this podcast that know what we're talking about right now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that was
Mr. Microphone.
Mr. Microphone. Yeah, you could talk, and yeah. So it was
the precursor to karaoke.
Precursor
machines.
to getting canceled, I think. Is you make a commercial now, be like, "Hey, good looking. I'll be back to pick you up later." Though
during quarantine and when the taste rooms were shut down, and we had an opportunity with all the laws loosening to deliver cocktails and deliver bottles and whatnot, and so. I think you guys know the story, but this is when we came up with the adult ice cream truck, and we put a PA system on it. And we're playing ice cream music through the PA system going down in our branded truck, and put a big old menu on the back, and it was $5 shots, $10 cocktails, and 10% off bottle sales. And we'd be driving through neighborhoods and be getting on the loudspeaker and making fun of people gardening or washing their cars, and they'd look up.
That's
and
smart.
they'd see what was going on. They're like, "Oh hell yeah!" And all of a sudden we have a block party on our hands. So
yeah,
still came in handy.
That's a work truck. That is a work truck too, and so you're probably in a whole day shift, so you got to eat in there. So where your French fries be living on the floor?
McNew listed. There might have been a French fry or two on the floor there. I don't know.
Live it there. All right, McNew, you asked the question. What? And you clearly had something you wanted to tell. We all got this wrong in how we answered because you were getting mad at us.
No, you guys took this a better direction than what I was thinking. So you guys have legit products that were like so simple but so smart. The one I have, I'm pissed about because I saw it posted on a clothing site. And it was a fucking bracelet that was a goddamn zip tie. It was a zip tie bracelet that they were selling for $500. And I said, I'm fucking sending emails for a living and people are selling zip ties as bracelets for $500. Like, where the fuck did I go wrong? And I was very angry about it. I still am. But you guys have good products. You guys went Shark Tank. Some idiot said I can sell a zip tie to rich idiots for more money. And now I'm just angry. So,
can I add one more before we get off the topic?
Sure.
These things that came out 5 years, the fidget spinners.
Oh my God.
Are you familiar with these fidget spinner deals?
Sure.
They help with anxiety or something? I don't know.
So now the kids do like popping things. They do like
the pop-its. Yeah. So my nieces and nephews really like that. I don't think it's anxiety, but if they take them to school, there are parents in schools that are like, oh, my kid needs this. And people are just fucking assholes now. And I don't know how people are teachers or deal with other people's children, but it's a whole thing.
No.
Yeah.
My kid
Anyway,
has to bring
Ryan,
the
yes, what
puppets
were you
in the
saying?
Well, I'm
class.
just surprised at how that was a needed product out there and how many they've sold. I think it's
Sure,
incredible.
it was needed.
Yeah.
yes,
So good on
needed.
somebody for
What?
recognizing
Kids
that.
needed
Yeah.
that. Yes, yeah, that's good.
It
Yeah.
became needed. Yeah, it was a thing. Like
Yeah.
2020,
Yeah.
2020 was a weird year. That's when those.
Yeah. I would have loved it. Let's scroll back the calendar to 1974. Steve comes walking in and says, "Hey, Dad, I'm going to need one of these fidget spinners to make it through class." He'd have handled that right then and there, right in the living room. He'd have handled it. Swift justice would have happened to me. So
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I know where that fidget spinner would have gone.
On that note, it is time to drink. What is everyone drinking? Let's start with Kathy.
Okay. Since we're going to talk about Ryan, I'm going to open my 10th Mountain.
10th Mountain.
I'm blushing.
Well, it's been opened a lot, so I don't expect to win.
Well, with that
It's, it's what's on the inside that counts, Kate.
there you go. There you go.
Right?
There you go.
Yes.
That has the lead right now. McNew, you're next.
I have a beef for bourbon from the ABV Barrel Shop.
Nice.
That's a good one.
No, nothing there though on the pop. Nothing on the pop. Kathy has the lead. Ryan, you're next.
There's opportunity here for me, Akeley. There's opportunity.
The door is open.
The door is open. Let's see if I can walk through it. It's unlikely. We had a little fun and decided to bottle a little 4-year 100 proof. Although, yes, it is technically a bottle and bond. We're not marketing it as that, but certainly it is 4-year 100 proof. So it's a tasty one.
That's a rye, right?
Yep, rye whiskey. Yep.
No, nothing there. Nothing there. I've got Pacific Flyway from Golden Beaver. Golden Beaver. Oh.
Ooh, I think Steve got it.
I got it. I snuck it in there. So, yeah.
I think you did.
Yeah. So there you go. Cheers, gang.
Cheers.
All right, we'll take a quick break. And then when we come back, we're going to be talking about Ryan. Would he be willing to make some non-alcoholic distilled spirits, maybe some no-alcohol whiskey? We'll do that in just a few. Let's talk about the people who make these shows happen. First up is the ABV Barrel Shop. It is the most unique shopping experience in the world of bourbon, as the ABV Barrel Shop only sells single barrels. Owners Steve Akeley and Jim Fosnot select. With over 100 distilleries on board to sell us barrels, we are home to the most unique and diverse barrel pick selections in the bourbon world. By signing up for our email, you will always know what we have in stock. In addition to the single barrels, we'll have a gift shop featuring ABV Barrel Shop as well as ABV Network merchandise. We are partnering with vendors like Art Eatables and Old Man Bay Signs to bring you unique items you can't find anywhere else. We will also have a 24-seat classroom where we are offering educational and fun classes like Breakfast and Bourbon, a series where we pair donuts and bourbon, customer barrel picks, and opportunities to learn from master distillers and other bourbon dignitaries. Best of all, we feature a tasting bar where you can try before you buy. All of this is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri. If you are in the St. Louis area, please stop by to say hi. If you're traveling in from outside the area, please take advantage of our hotel rates with the Drury Inn and Pear Tree Inn, less than a mile from our shop. This can be done via the links in our Visit St. Louis section on our website. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to plan your trip. The ABV Barrel Shop. It's where single barrels live. Hi, this is Steve Akeley, owner of the ABV Network. We're sponsored by the Stave and Thief Society. This is where you, a bourbon enthusiast, can expand your knowledge and emerge a bourbon steward. In 2017, I completed my Executive Bourbon Steward certification. It's the most comprehensive bourbon certification program available and connects you with an expansive network of bourbon enthusiasts and professionals. Check out the full listing of in-person and online certifications and join the society today by enrolling at staveandthief.com. Okay, let's talk about the Neely Family Distillery. In 2018, I met Royce Neely at an industry event. He started appearing on our shows, and we became friends during my frequent trips to Kentucky. Today, he is amongst the leaders of young distillers leaving their mark on the bourbon industry. A visit to Neely Family Distillery yields insight on their unique family history, why their products are special, and gives you the opportunity to taste their whiskey, moonshine, and creams. Check them out at NeelyFamilyDistillery.com or visit them in Sparta, Kentucky.
This is Kathy Cool, and I can't wait to pet your goat. And you're listening to the ABV Network.
Welcome back to the Bourbon Daily. Today we're talking to Ryan Thompson, and would he make a non-alcoholic whiskey?
Yes, we are. Ryan, what do you think? Non-alcoholic whiskey. Is this
How
something
do you even do this? Like,
I don't even know either.
How does this happen?
Well, there's a couple things going on here.
Okay.
I don't think you make a non-alcoholic whiskey. You make a non-alcoholic drink that tastes like whiskey. So calling it a non-alcoholic whiskey is just sacrilege.
Well, there's things that are called non-alcoholic whiskey. So
I know they're out there, but I just want.
I don't know what they are. I don't know the process.
I tasted one
And
once.
how bad was it?
It tasted like I licked the bottom of a cigarette ashtray.
Yeah. Yeah. Nobody drinks whiskey like that. I don't know what is that.
It really did.
I don't understand.
Yeah. So I do. I like the category overall.
Okay.
I think we mentioned earlier, like mocktails is a big thing, and there are starting to be some non-alcoholic liquors, non-alcoholic beverage stores, we'll say, that are selling it. I was kind of interested in the category because my sister and mom don't drink at all. My sister loves the brand. My mom loved the brand. They're all about rocking the merch, but they wanted to have a bottle of 10th Mountain something there to have on display, but they're not drinking alcohol necessarily. So it kind of piqued my interest, and I actually started messing around with it a little bit, taking different flavors of tea. And then what a lot of these, quote, non-alcoholic whiskey bottles out there, whiskey brands are doing, they're missing the alcohol mouthfeel. And the flavor's not there. They're missing the alcohol mouthfeel. And their argument against any kind of rebuttal is that it's not meant to be drank on the rocks or neat. It's meant to use in a cocktail. And so you can make a decent old fashioned with it if you have enough enough bitters and simple syrup.
Ryan, do you know enough about this? Is that even regulated by the government? So could I literally make a soda and say this is non-alcoholic whiskey and it's basically a carbonated beverage, and I'm like, no, that's non-alcoholic whiskey.
Yeah, that's exactly right, because you're seeing some non-alcoholic cocktails and it's just flavored soda water, for crying out loud.
Right. So
it's just a different brand on it. I've watched the category closely, actually.
So it really comes down to labeling and marketing with these things.
It totally is. That's all it is.
So is there a market for it, though?
Yeah, there is, actually, and it's increasing.
What is it? Who's drinking these mocktails and stuff?
It's the youngins that are saying they're cutting back on their alcohol intake, and instead of having a couple whiskey cocktails a night or whatever, they're having something else, and it's these mocktails, if you will. What I don't understand yet, and apparently there's a way to do it, is supposedly they're distilling out the alcohol and leaving the flavor. I think it's a bunch of bullshit, but I don't know enough about it.
No, can I add to the mocktails, though? Because I did not get them for a very long time. Because I'm like, why do you want to drink all this sugar and all this bullshit and you're not getting drunk? Like, what is the point? Why are you putting that in your body? I didn't get the point. But my friend's boyfriend, he's sober because he needs to be, and that's great for him. But he's like, I don't want to feel left out. I don't want to have a Coke. I don't want to have a water.
Terrible idea. Here's why.
Here, listen.
Someone who has a drinking
drink a club soda.
Yeah,
like people want to feel included.
They're going to fuck themselves up, because you know what it is. You don't get the feeling. This is an alcoholic. This is someone who knows alcohol, knows what it does. He's not going to get that feeling, and he's going to be like, you know what? No. I'm just going to have one. I just have one. I'm tired of this fake shit that doesn't even taste like what I did. I'm just gonna have one, and then it's fine. No, I think that's the if that's who they say they're marketing to, that's fucked up. They should not do. They should.
This is somebody that's worked past that point. Because I'm with you, Steve. There are people like that. There is very much people like that. This is somebody that's worked past this point where I can go be with social drinkers.
What's wrong with people?
A social event with drinkers.
What's wrong with people? Like I gotta hang out and I gotta be like that first.
No, like you want your hand around. You want
have a tonic.
You don't want to look like a child with like a Coke or a juice box. Like you want to have like a pretty drink too. And I got that after
I
I
don't get
met him. People
He's
do,
like, my
why-
God, I
why
go
are
through
you
my whole day
drinking-
saying, do you want fries with that? And then I got to go out at night. I'm humiliated at night too.
Oh my God. I'm not going to argue with you, but I got it after I met this person where I was like, okay, I get it. You want to fit in. You don't want to be asked why you're not drinking tonight. So yeah, a mocktail made sense, but.
So here's my question. We're talking about a non-alcoholic whiskey.
Mm-hmm.
Has anyone ever tasted a good non-alcoholic whiskey?
They've been,
And that's my point, KK. I've tasted a lot of these things and they are not very good at all.
They're not good. So why bother? Why waste the distillation process
And I don't
on
even
something
think
that doesn't taste good?
I don't even think they're doing the distillation process. I don't know, but I've messed around with it with teas and whatnot and adding different flavors in teas. But a lot of it, again, they're missing the mouthfeel of an alcoholic drink. And so, but again, and the flavor isn't there either. But I think
so. Back to the
other
guy who's
ways
trying to
that
fit in.
people who don't want to drink alcohol can have a drink that will give them the mouthfeel of whiskey. They'll feel like they're drinking a cocktail. They'll offend Steve to no end with his old man anger.
Right.
And then they'll be happy, but it doesn't.
Why
have
not?
to
Why
be
not just get a glass of
non-alcoholic
water and put a
whiskey.
little umbrella in it? I mean, it's the same thing, right? I mean, at least it's
Yeah,
an enjoyable drink. Then, if the drink tastes like shit and you're just trying to fake people out anyway, why not have something that at least tastes good? Get a cold glass.
Have
of water.
something that tastes good.
get a soda water with a lime and call it a night, right?
Exactly. Or a tonic.
How does that look any different?
If you want something sweet, get a tonic and lime.
Right.
I don't understand. You cannot make the argument that in any way that is a good idea. The McNew's example is terrible to me.
And yet this is the
It's
Bourbon
terrible.
Daily, so we're talking to bourbon people, and I don't think they're going to have a problem arguing that McNew's topic or point of view is crap. It's crap.
I mean, maybe, but like, I don't know. I just feel like if you went to a wedding and you said, "Hey, I'm not drinking tonight,"
Get the soda water with the slice of lime. Again, you wouldn't even know.
Like,
You
why
can
aren't
fit
you
in
drinking
without
it?
drinking shit.
Dude,
Because
I agree.
every non-alcoholic whiskey I've tried is shit.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it is.
Which was
So
one.
I'm
That's how
not.
far I got.
I'm not an advocate for like non-alcoholic whiskeys or whatever. I think that's bullshit because it's not going to be great. But if you want a mocktail, order a mocktail. It's fine. It's just a fucking juice box in a nice glass, but have at it.
I mean,
guess.
so this is the difference. Are we going to judge? Here's my question. If I see someone walk up to a bar and order a shot of Fireball, and then I see someone else walk up to a bar and order a soda water and lime, I'm judging Fireball
Right.
harder than I'm judging soda water and lime.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Own your non-alcoholic lifestyle.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's
Own
fair.
it.
Yeah. It's like the vegans like Lenny that want to have a some sort of food that looks processed so it looks like it's a burger. You don't fucking eat burgers. Don't eat burgers. You don't
Good
need
point.
it looks like it. Just eat
Yeah.
eat tofu or whatever the fuck you want to eat. You don't
That's a
have
good
to.
point.
I don't care if you eat a burger or not. You're not impressing me. Why the fuck you want to eat something that looks like a burger?
I'm hanging out with the other person before I hang out with the faker.
Yeah, exactly. There's just no need for it. That's my point. And you can't tell me anything different. I think it's
Ryan,
dangerous.
I'm sorry
I think
that
it's
you've
incredibly
done all
dangerous.
this research and now we've told you you're wasting your time.
I haven't acted on it. You know, I've looked into it and I've bought some of these non-alcoholic whiskey brands just that more out of curiosity as well. But I don't know. I'd never say never kind of thing, but
Well,
it's certainly not happening tomorrow here. So
Yeah, here's the bottom line. If it becomes a bigger and bigger thing, at some point you could make some money at it. If it's about just making money, then I guess so be it. But sometimes life is about that, though. I mean,
certainly the brands that are out there now are missing the mark. So
there's definitely room for improvement. So
Yeah.
fair enough. So there you go. On that note, we'll wrap this one up as we always do by talking about where people can find us. Kathy, we're going to start with you. Where can people find
You
you?
can find me on Instagram. I am KK Cask Strength.
Ryan.
across all socials at 10th MTN Whiskey and our website's 10thwhiskey.com. That's 10th whiskey with an E.
McNew.
I'm on Instagram at McNew ABV.
For me, I'm an easy guy to find. I'm at Steve Akeley on Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. I've got a website, steveakeley.com. We've also got a company website, that thing's abvnetwork.com. Check it out. Everything that we do is out there. Previous shows, blogs, so much more, abvnetwork.com. Come by and see us, the ABV Barrel Shop. We are located in Arnold, Missouri. That is a St. Louis suburb. We'd love to see you. McNew, anything else to say before we get out of here?
I would like to remind the audience to please give us a 5-star review that includes comments. It helps new people find the show, which is very important to us. And if you like what we're doing, we ask that you please visit our Patreon page at patreon.com/the ABV Network.
Great job today, gang. For audience, we'll have a brand new show for you tomorrow. Looking forward to that. Until then, take care, everybody. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Peace. Before we finish the show, let's talk about some great companies that support the ABV network. First up is Moonshine Still Pro. Moonshine Still Pro has a full line of products to help the home distiller. Whether you want to experiment on the stove in your kitchen or you're looking for a bigger setup in your backyard, owner Russell Creed and his team can help. They have multiple still offerings, accessories, and even grain from their partners at Goldstone Mill to assist you in making whiskey on par with your favorite distillery. They can also help you with some fabricated parts you probably can't make yourself if you are attempting a DIY still project. Learn more or order your still or parts at moonshinestillpro.com. Last but not least is the ABV Barrel Shop. While we don't get to play in the allocated bourbon game because we aren't selling the other products you have to do to get those, we do have access via our friendships in the bourbon industry to some really cool stuff. Have you ever seen your favorite craft distiller selling some really cool limited offerings only in their gift shop? I'm talking things like the hazmat offering Distillery 291 did for their 10th anniversary, or Neely Family Distillery's Papaw's birthday barrel. They don't have enough of it to send it out to distributors, so they only sell it via their gift shop. Well, companies like Distillery 291 and Neely Family Distillery have agreed to sell us 2 or 3 cases of these offerings moving forward, meaning our store will have the access to some of the rarest whiskeys in the world. Way more difficult to come by than the allocated bourbon offerings with a national release. Yes, they will be extremely tough to come by, but if you're a customer of our store, you'll have a chance to get them. Get signed up for our email or text list over at abvbarrelshop.com so you don't miss out.
The Bourbon Daily is part of the ABV Network. For more information or to become a sponsor, please visit abvnetwork.com. Thanks for listening and cheers.
This has been a Steve Akeley production.